Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Q&A for the Stress-Free Card Making Summit. My class was all about using shaving cream to create your projects. And I still have my cards on my desk. So you can create so many more than just these amounts of cards. I mean, when you have the shaving cream out and you have your whatever medium you're using to create the marble and stuff, you can make so many card backgrounds. You could probably make, I'm not like 100, and just leave the card backgrounds as is, file them away as backgrounds, and then use them later to create your cards. Whether you're die cutting it up like I did with this one, because the background that I created with this was too much. It was too much. No, thank you. So I die cutted that up. So that's what I encourage y'all to do, is to play, get messy. If you don't like having messy hands, use gloves. But anyway, if you have young kids, this would be so fun to play with the kids. It's messy. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. So I had lots of paper plates and a trash can next to me. I have absolutely no idea how I thought of shaving cream. I'm sure I must have seen it somewhere and I just remembered it in the back of my head. But I do know that you have to use the white cream, not, the foam is what you have to use. A lot of the shaving creams now are the gel. So make sure that you get the white cream, and you can even go and get the little travel size shaving creams that are usually like at the dollar store for $1 or something, or it's probably $1.25 now with inflation. But anyway, so that's what I do. And then you just wipe it off. Like, you can scrape it off with full cardstock, scrape it off, get trash out of the trash can, scrape it off. And then once you're done, I just wiped everything down with a paper towel, and then they dried. And then this is what I came up with. And you can create so many fun variations and colors. And why is this like, so this is like just 2 different greens. You can keep it simple. You can go completely crazy, and then you're left with kind of a weird look, and then you just cut it up. Like, it's not a waste. This is the one where I actually got out a stencil. Hello. And you can kind of see the heart designs. So you can even have fun and use them with stencils. You can squish up like saran wrap or even aluminum foil, and you can get like some really fun textures. So I encourage you really to have a lot of fun and play, and you have everything you need, maybe minus the shaving cream in your house. Can you use other things than ink refills? Yes, you can. I found ink refills to be easy because you squirt them out of a dropper. I'm sure you can use alcohol inks, but ink refills are pretty concentrated. So I just distress refills, just anything in a little tube, anything you can drip on. You could even try wall paint if you have it. The shaving cream, no, it does not get sticky. Not at all. There was no sticky goop on this whatsoever. I'm going to smell for Arlene. There's no residue for sure. These are, and if you're using scented shaving cream, I imagine there will be a smell, but mine is, I got soothing aloe. I got something for sensitive skin. So I'm very sensitive to smell. It gives me headaches. So that's why I chose the sensitive shaving cream, but nope, there's no smell. Any long-term issues with shaving cream on the cardstock? No, because once the shaving cream, once you wipe it away, all that's left is your marbled design. So it's really the ink that kind of adheres to the paper. So nope, no issues, no smell, no goop, no sticky, no nothing. It's just messy while you do it. So use paper plates and then just throw everything away when you're done. The wait time before wiping off the cream, it varies. I think you can probably do a lot of backgrounds and then wipe everything off at once. I'd say I probably wiped all my stuff off after about 20 minutes. and it just wiped off just fine. No issues. I wouldn't let it sit and like harden. I don't know how long shaving cream lasts, you know, in the air, but no issues whatsoever. Have you used other stencils? Yes, I've used lots of stencils with this technique, and I just clean my stencils off with water. I run it under the kitchen sink and it comes right off. The shaving cream, again, I didn't like let it sit there for hours and days to dry on there. I just wiped it off, and everything that's left again is what you colored. I think that's what solidifies and sticks to the paper. So as far as when this card was ready to create, 20 minutes maybe. You can also zap it with a heat tool if you want it to dry. But I did all of this in one sitting, and none of this took me longer than half an hour. None of it. It's pretty cool. Yes, if you do have a fragrance issue like Helen, try to get one that's for sensitive. Otherwise, it's very intense. I sneeze, I get headaches. But I don't smell anything with this one. Would this work on watercolor? It could. I didn't try it because I didn't have my watercolors out, but you could absolutely get some watercolor up with a brush or suck it up with a pipette. Is that what those things are called? And drop it in there. That would be so much fun. So how I did this was I squirted the shaving cream onto a paper plate, and then I just dropped in various ink refills. And then I swirled it around, and I ended up swirling it around with, you can use a toothpick, you can use a straw, I think I ended up starting with something. And then in the video, I just used the edge of my palette knife or whatever I was using to scoop the residue off, and just swirl it around. Then you smush your card into it, just smush it down. You'll see all the stuff ooze out the sides, lift it up, wipe it off, and this is what you're left with. So it's super fun. Does the shaving cream keep the color where it is, or can you add water because it's distressing? I don't know. I used ink refills, which are water reactive. I did not use watercolored cardstock. So if I was going to do that, I would use watercolored cardstock and give it a whirl. But I don't see why you couldn't, but you might reactivate it, if you will, and lose some of the marbling. But I could go over this panel and go around the edges with like edge distressing with ink if I wanted to, and it's not going to mess anything up. The video is today. You can go to stressfreecardmaking.com/schedule, and mine is the second video. Well, I'm checking right now just to make sure. Mine is the second video presentation called Shaving Cream Cards. Hold on, here they all are. So they're so much fun, but you could really go to town with this. It's kind of like when you're making prints with your gel plate. Like you have all your stuff out, just have all the fun. Have all the fun, experiment with colors, experiment with different mediums, try it. It's just paper. If it doesn't work, no big whoop, who cares? And while you're out there, and then just remove the shaving cream and then just leave them. And then you can use them later as card bases. You can use them as panels that you can die cut. You can die cut words from them. So just make a whole bunch of stuff and have fun. Have you tried drawing with markers over the top? No, but you 100% could. I'm not a drawer at all. I would mess up my card, but you 100% could with like a Sharpie or a permanent marker of some kind for sure. You absolutely could do that and add designs. There are dates listed on the schedule page. So for instance, if you're here on a free ticket, all of the presentations today went live at 8 a.m. Eastern, and they are going to stay available till tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, and then they expire. And the same thing with tomorrow's card. So for instance, yesterday's card is, if you're here on a free ticket, those classes have already expired. You're more than welcome to upgrade your ticket. There is still time. We do sell the upgraded tickets through the end of the summit. And I'll have Justine put the link up in the back end if she wouldn't mind, if you want to upgrade your ticket. But if you're here, go to stressfreecardmaking.com/schedule if you're a free ticket holder, and you'll see all of today's presentations that are available, and all of the speakers that are going live today are available. So thank you for throwing that up there. Do you remember who made the die for the black cardstock? Thanks. This is scripty. This looks like something that might have been Lawn Fawn when it first came out. This is an oldie. But if you go to scrapbook.com maybe and just type scripty die cuts, scripty word dies, because I would say this is a scripty font, you'll see a bunch of different variations of that. I love this messy technique. Have you used colored cardstock as a background? I have. Well, you can. I didn't on any of this, but I have in the past. I like using white because then you can really get a good idea of the colors. The colors will show better. I fear if you use dark cardstock, some of the color might kind of mute itself out. And you can use alcohol inks with shaving cream, 100%. Yes, you can. I've done that. Yes, you can relayer your smushes. This was a relayer. This was me smushing many, many, many times. So do not be afraid to layer your smushes. Wipe off the shaving cream. I almost said Cool Whip, and layer some more and just keep layering. And again, this is just regular cardstock. This is not specialty white cardstock. It's just regular. Food coloring is 100% something that you can use from your kitchen. And it's perfect because it's already in a bottle. You can drop it out and there you go. I did mention that in the video that food coloring works too. Can you tell us more about the Funnel Queens? I'm happy to. Funnel Queens is another business that I started, and it is something where my business will create, I hate using the word CRMs, but it's basically a software that runs everything outside of this one login. So you only need one login to log in. You can add your website to it. You can add any funnels. Funnels, we use them in Stress Free Card Making, a funnel. Like if you went to to get your free ticket and then another website popped up after that prompting you to see if you wanted to upgrade your ticket, that's called a funnel. So we create funnels and websites and newsletters and automations, and everything that you do, you can do yourself and run it inside my software with one login. So you don't need to go to various social media logs in or mini chat or go to a different email provider. It's all inside of the Funnel Queens. And then we also do custom work. We create people's websites. We create their funnels. We create their automations. We do all of that for that as well. So we have two different services. One, you can just use the software as is, and you only have to use it with one login and it will run all of your everything, social media, yada, yada, yada. Or we can create and design all the websites and stuff for you, which is really a lot of fun. And I have a lot of fun that's completely separate of my card making business, but it's so much fun. And I work with amazing women and I just love it. It's called the Funnel Queens. Would you consider this your new favorite technique? It's definitely one of my favorite techniques because it's so freeing. Like it's almost like you can't mess it up. So you can create unique backgrounds. You can never replicate the same design again. Even if I use the same stencil, the same colors, it will never look identical. So everything you create is a unique piece of art that you are creating. And I love that. And they're so easy to do. And you can get a lot from one sitting, which is amazing. So I'm here if you have any other questions. Let us know. The all access path is worth it. So helpful to go back and forth to the videos when I want to create a long yes. And also you get a free workbook with all of the card directions and the dimensions and all of that stuff in the workbook as well. And that's also provided only for the paid ticket holders. We get asked a lot if we sell that workbook separately. We do, but it's the same price as the ticket to the summit. So you should just get the ticket to the summit. Also, we're going to have another live class with Justine this afternoon. It's at 3, and that is available to just paid ticket holders. And also we have an open crop this evening for paid ticket holders. So if you want to throw that link back up there, Justine, one more time, if you want to upgrade your ticket, there is still time. But once, tomorrow comes around, the ticket is no longer available, and it's valuable. You also get, you as a free ticket holder, our sponsors are pretty cool. They provided free ticket holders a discount code to their store, which is amazing. And paid ticket holders, they get a better discount code to their store. So I love that. I look amazing. Do I want to share my secret? That is so nice. Thank you. Thank you. I did the keto diet from Hill to lose a lot of weight. And the keto diet is awful, but it works. It's effective, but it's awful. Absolutely awful. And when I got to my goal weight, I was like, cool, I don't have to do this anymore. And then my cravings just kind of changed, but I still eat crap, total crap, garbage. But thank you for that. That's so nice of you to say. Oh my gosh, you're my favorite person right now. I love any more questions. Thank you for your creativity and your generosity. Thank you so much for joining our summit. Without you guys, we couldn't put this on. We couldn't put the summit on, and we want to continue to put these summits on every year. We want to do them twice a year. So if you have the ability to upgrade your ticket, we encourage you to do so we can continue putting these summits on. So it's amazing. And we appreciate all of you. So I'll wait another minute and see if you have any more questions. And if not, then I'll let you get on with your day. Next up is Mary Polanco. Her next live is at 11 a.m. and her class is all about stepping up your stencils. So she's always a hoot. I love Mary. Do you have a date for the next one? No, we don't have exact dates, but we can tell you the month. We're going to revert back to what we did last year. We'll do April and September. And we'll probably do themes again. This one, our theme was 5 supplies or less. That's our theme all the time, but we want to make it a little bit more fun. So we'll go back to our theme. Our April theme earlier in the year was fun folds. So we'll come up with themes and more fun things for paid ticket holders and things like that. So just stay on our newsletter list, like how you're getting your daily emails. And if you're a paid subscriber, you get emails from us too. If you unsubscribe from the email list, you don't get our emails anymore, obviously. That's what unsubscribe means. So keep that in mind. We don't spam email. The most emails you get from us are during the actual summit. So we will have a sign up go out when we have our next summits planned. And then we usually say, get on the wait list. And then that way you're on the wait list. So you at least know you can block off the weekend in advance. And then we normally start promoting we usually do 2 to 3 weeks, but we might go a little longer next time. So everybody, has enough time to block off their schedule if they're wanting to attend all the live events, which are super fun. That's what makes the summit so interactive, and being able to talk to the speakers and connect with the speakers who did their presentations. I think that's really a lot of fun. So yeah. So anyway, I think that's it. I don't see any more questions coming in. So thank you guys so much. Now, again, next up is Mary at 11. Then we have our lunch and learn with Riley and company at 12. And then there are more Q&As at 1 and 2. Then Justine comes on with a live class at 3, but that's just for paid ticket holders. And then we have one more live Q&A in the afternoon at 4. And then the crop is at 5 for paid ticket holders. But all the speaker Q&As and the live lunch and learn is for all ticket holders, free and paid, obviously. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you later on. Bye.